Right, how you doing? Oh, bad. Today hasn't gone quite according to plan. It isn't going quite according to plan because nothing, really. Nothing seems to be going according to plan for anyone right now. Because I was supposed to be taking a telly down to town for Mum for repair, and it turns out you can't get anywhere near where we want to go because Bascule Bridge is screwed and traffic is gridlocked. And the place I need to go is directly across from Bascule Bridge, Broadland Electronics, so I can get one of Mum and Dad's old TVs repaired. So that one went completely out the window. And then me and Iggy have just spent the morning chattering away and pottering around the house. There are other things we could have been doing, I understand that, but just pottering around the house, talking away, and I've been uploading vlogs to the main channel using the new uploader because YouTube annoyed me this morning with an email saying changes are coming that could affect your ability to do anything on YouTube. And I was like, I still can't do anything on YouTube, so please stop emailing me like I give a toss, because you didn't email me anywhere else, only on the main channel. You don't email me on the sub channel I upload the vlogs onto, just the main one. You know it's broken, don't bother. Because at this point I can't do anything on it. So I just started using the new uploader. It seems to be working better than the old one. The old one keeps hanging and drafting things like I mentioned before. But whatever. Then I got a package through. The postman knocked on the door and said, "Are you expecting a package under such and such a name?" And I was like, yes. And so he hands me the package, and I figure I might as well start the vlog now. I've got some replacements for the Positive Vibration 2s. This is my broken pair, the Raster edition. Where is it? There's a little colour bit on the side. So I've got the Raster edition, and the colours on the insides and the wood panelling and the cabling is slightly different versus the other ones. I like those. I still really like them. And I was using them last night as Bluetooth. You just can't adjust the volume on them. I really want to get that micro switch replaced though, but replacements have arrived. You can't really see what they are, but because I got a discount, I bought two pairs. Because basically they come out at about retail after the discount, because these were going cheaper locally at Argos, but they were sold out. And I had a discount code, and it was lame. So if you put those together, I basically got those at the same price. I could have got them locally and these at regular retail. It's always nice to have spares. And I grabbed a pair of the, a copy of the Positive Vibration XLs, which are the newer versions of these. I believe these replaced the Liberates, which I tried a few years ago. That had, a year ago was it? About a year ago, had annoying as hell Bluetooth whine. We're just hoping that these are bigger. So I'm gonna have a look at these, because in my opinion, these are probably the best things that House of Marley have ever released, and in my opinion, the best quality things that these are, without doubt, the best quality things that House of Marley have ever released. I've not gone through a whole hell of a lot of their catalogue, but I can't really complain about these, to be honest. So I'll open up and have a look at what we got. Right, in the XLs box, I just want to throw out there, they have really nice, because a lot of people comment on this. One thing that makes me want to vomit when it comes to people talking about products, it's got a very Apple experience. It's the unboxing experience is just like what you'd experience from an Apple product. It's like, yeah, bollocks. That does not relate to, anyone can make a nice box, that does not relate to the build quality or overall quality of the product. So please stop saying that. It's not a valid comparison anymore. Oh, look at the fucking unboxing experience. It's on par. Shut up. Let's see. But yeah, the box, very nice. I imagine it's all recycled materials, because that's something that House of Mali really like to go for. Well, what we've got in the box, 3.5mm cable with a raster theme to it. This is black or brown, but the jack has a colour on it, and a USB A to C cable, and you get a little bag with the Mali logo on it to put your headphones in. Why you do that, I don't know. But headphones, I think this is the only other thing you get in the box. I'm going to throw out there, they feel nice. Material wise, they feel alright. But just like the Positive Vibrations 2, the little ones, the hinge doesn't fill me with a whole hell of a lot of confidence, and neither does the headband, the length adjust. Doesn't feel great to me. These have a pivot, so you can wear them like close to your chest, and they also seem to have a hinge here. I don't know how long these are going to last, but then, like I said about the Vibration 2s the other day, the first thing I thought was going to break was the pivot, and they were fine. Cup size. I mean, I am wearing them a bit lopsided, but as far as the ear cups go, they sit on my ears at least kind of on and around, but then I am wearing a buff as well, so it's not really fair. But I imagine, seeing as I wear the Positive Vibration 2s all the time, and these are on ears, I'm not going to have too much trouble. I can feel it kind of nipping at my earlobe at the bottom here, but I don't imagine that's going to be too much for a problem. No, they feel alright. They feel alright. Yeah, I have got these on massively lopsided, but I'll adjust that in a minute. They're alright. They seem alright. I will prefer. I do prefer these styling wise, if that's actually something you factor in about headphones. But these feel alright. I'll give them a quick audio test in a minute over Bluetooth. I don't actually know what. Does it say what Bluetooth standard we're using here? Because I'm almost certain it's not going to be like LDAC or anything, but oh, we've got quick charge, have we? Excellent. Premium comfort memory foam ear cushions, which loads of people complain about. DeWalt always complains about these. One braided. Is that a microphone button on that cable? Where is it? There's a microphone on here somewhere. Oh yeah, there is. You can use that with your phone. Onboard microphone. Just a premium stash bag. Don't really care. 40mm drivers, I think. That's what's in the Positive Vibrations 2. So the extra size doesn't change the size of the drivers any. 24-hour battery life. I've never had an issue with battery life, and if these have quick charge, it doesn't actually seem to say what Bluetooth standard we're rocking. Not that that really matters, to be honest with you, because the Vibrations 2 were fine. I'll give you an audio test in a minute. I don't know if you can hear that. If this was on the Vibes 2, you'd be able to hear that clear as day. Well, this is quite a loud song in comparison to a lot of the other. Where are we? It's that one. Right. I've been waddling about for a bit, listening to some tunes, different places, different devices. From the moment I turned them on, they sounded muffled. The XLs, they sounded muffled, because it usually makes kind of like a ringing sound. I can't really describe it. It's like a ding-a-ling kind of sound when you turn them on, when you power them up. That sounded muffled. I had them connected up to my phone, and I played Trapped in a Corner by Death. That was an MP3 equivalent, and straight away I was like, this doesn't sound right. You know, it sounds kind of gutless, and I had to really crank them up to get the same kind of sound that I would normally go for. And this isn't a case of mistaking volume for quality. It's a case of like, literally, it didn't sound like there was any thump going on. Like they weren't really being driven. And I was like, okay, fine. Tried a couple other songs. They didn't quite sound right. And then connected it up to the DAP. And I'm using the Hibby R3. And I put on, this is now all FLAC. And I put on, so with the R3, you can the volume of this and the volume of the device are separate. So I cranked these all up to 100%. And then put the DAP to like 75. And trapped in the corner again, FLAC version sounded not right. Okay, and so I'm wandering around, I take the dog for a walk, I get the kids from school and that, and just, it seemed a bit, I was like, you know what, I'm going to crank it up to like 90%, 90 to 100% on the device. And all of a sudden, I was just like, making sure they're planted properly on my ears. They sound alright. They do sound alright. Could they sound better? Yes, but they sounded all right. With the track I was just listening to, which was Scavenger of Human Sorrow, I had to bring the volume down a little bit. It's interesting that at nearly 100%, it's a comfortable listening volume, which I'm not used to at all. I don't expect to have to drive things anywhere near that hard to have a solid listening volume. When I push them that high, I expect people to be like covering their ears and stuff, and other people to be able to hear what I'm listening to. But no. So at the moment it's a bit hit and miss. I'm thinking that there's been a circuitry change, as there's now a fade in and fade out when you. So when you first start, like when it goes from nothing to a song, there'll be a light fade in. And that's not when it moves from one song to the next song, like as if there's nothing. And then you press the button, there seems to be like a light fade in. And if you turn the volume up, turn the volume up, I don't remember this being a thing on the Vibes, but when you go up to the max and it beeps, I don't remember there being quite as an aggressive duck in the audio of the music to get the beep to come through. So I just remember it just flat cutting the audio. But you know, it could just be me. So I'm thinking there's probably been a circuitry change, or there has to be, because when you run them on Android, it'll actually tell you now when you go into the Bluetooth settings how much battery power you have left on the device. So I'm now thinking I'm going to have to check the second pair of Vibes 2 I've got to see if the circuitry's been changed there, or if they exhibit the same thing. Because I was doing like kind of not quite A/B switching, but moving between my old Vibes 2 and these, and I was like, the Vibes 2 that I normally listen to sound fine, these sound a bit dull. I'm wondering if perhaps it is just a case of volume and having to get used to, you know, the way these are. Because as I said, the more I've been listening to them, they sound alright. They do sound alright, just they're not quite what I expected. But when they're properly planted and you've got that volume in that sweet spot, they do sound alright. They do sound fine. I tried some Marley and stuff like that as well. Initially I was just like, they don't sound right, but they're not bad. They aren't bad. I don't know if they're. I think they're going for like £90 to £100 if you go to the Marley's website. I don't know if they're quite worth that amount, but if you can get them discounted, I think Argos are selling them for between 75 and 80. Get them there. They'll be alright, I reckon. I'm gonna keep using them, see how they go, see if my opinion changes. But they are alright. They are alright. I could have completely crapped on them from the moment I turned them on, but they're actually alright. Mink's got a bear bag. I'm probably going to get flagged for copyright music, but here. Look! Bear bag! Can you see this, a bear? Look! It's a bear. It's got legs. And it's waterproof! That's a bear. But it's got eels on it. If you come over here, look. It's got a different set of eels.
There's its ears, and there's its cat ears.
Tinky got herself a new bag. And he's been cleaning the house. That's what we've done like most of the day, isn't it?
Yeah,
in honesty.
I'm trying to deep clean the house.
This house sucks, let's clean it. Look, she's done it again. well, ignore that. But look, bath is running because the humans are here, and there's less stuff there. I've got to be careful because my phone ain't waterproof.
Are you impressed with my cleanliness? Oh my god, no.
Oh, shall I stop that?
Yeah.
Sorry.
Alright. Lobster bath.
Good. Every bath that a woman runs is a lobster bath. I guess is Bye Bye going with Nanny to...
Getting McDonald's here.
Alright. God, fucking spoiled little buggers there, aren't they?
Yeah, they are. I was going to cook them a meal, but you know, apparently I don't want my cooking.
So my losing a few pounds over the next couple of months, that's going to have to wait till Christmas month.
Yeah. You've chosen to lose weight at the worst time of year.
Hey, if I can do it this time of year, I can do it any time of year. What in the name of Satan is going on? What is your... Hang
He's
on.
nicked the sock because we were having nanny hugs. It's nanny hugs. He said I'm going to have a sock.
And a blanket. What
Oh
about
my
me?
goodness.
What's it doing? It's like saying, oh, I'm jealous, so you better give it away.
Said I'll have a sock instead.
He's like saying, hey, come, hey, give me my sock. Give me back my sock.
He's a little teeny weeny, isn't he?
Yeah,
He's
give
very
me
good
back
on
my
his
sock.
water.
But
Give
what
me back
Nanny
my
was
sock.
trying to say, though, is you're a
Give me,
dickhead.
give me back my sock. This is my
I don't
sock.
know why you want that, Charlie, because I stink. That's
No.
been sweaty.
It's got a good human flavour,
Yes.
Nanny.
I know why he wants that, because I like sticky flavours.
He
not
do.
chewy flavours.
He
That's
do, he
not
like
him.
feet. Fuck! Hello.
Right,
God,
no.
blimey, you're heavy. Oh,
No,
careful.
because they're both now going to start jumping on you.
No.
No more.
Please!
Nope. Nope.
Oh, there's
Fuck.
Right, I'm now going to get
No.
the dog. The bear off
God,
here.
blimey. Fuck, dog.
Oh no, the dog's going to get you. Oh no, he's biting my shoe.
Oh, he's wet. He's wet. I just got a wet.
Oh, no, he's biting everything.
Get off it. Get off.
Yes, you can in a minute. Right. Oh.
Mental. Stop dying. And you.
Right, they're supposed to be going to the toilet, Daddy. And obviously they're not going to because
Yeah.
they're now going to start playing.
Oh, God, just punched him in the head. Oh, God, poked him in the eye.
Right, no.
Get to the toilet.
Right, I'm going to give him Daddy's.
Oh, it's choking me.
You're happy, Daddy. What did Nanny say?
Stop making me dead. Okay.
Stop.
Come here.
Oh, now it's going to be a Daddy splat. There we go. Whee! That's right. That's enough. He's got red in the face. That's enough. That's enough. Here comes the dog. Here comes the dog. That's enough. That's enough. Right, that's enough. Go and have a wee with you, Nanny, please.
Go, oh, I broke him.
Go and have a wee. He's all right.
Go on, Charlie.
What did he do? This with his feet. Charlie went like this. Charlie went.
Charlie's like, I'm going to eat that cheesy feet.
He went like that. Oh my goodness. Bad. And now the dog's attacking him now. Charlie! Leave him alone! Oh my god, he's wrecked the house down here.
I meant to say this earlier. I've checked the new vibration 2s that we bought. These are the ones that I had that were broken. Well, broken. I mean the buttons naffed, and then the XLs. I've checked them all out. Initially, I had a bias towards these, and even against these, they all seem to act the same way, thereabouts. Even made sure that everything was at the same level, using the same file. And I'll be honest with you, negligible. It really is negligible at this point. These are, I believe, a bit quieter. A bit, but honestly, when you've got them seated on your dome right, and you know, you're getting into the groove of the tunes, it's not huge, to be honest. So I'm still not completely sold on the price of these when these are just as good. I guess it's just going to be a case of which do you prefer aesthetically, which one, you know, or what kind of do you prefer, kind of on ears or over ears. That'll probably be the deciding factor for most, but I would still say these are, they're good. They are good. Another thing that threw me off on these is the buttons. The controls are on the back of the ear cup, whereas on these they're on the front. On the fronts of your ear cup. Whereas these are... where is it? Have I gone completely... Yeah, there you go. On the back of the ear cup. But no, they're alright. And all in, they're alright. As I say, initially when I was kind of testing between the lot, I had a bias towards those. I do not believe in burning. I think I might have said it a while ago. I was like, oh man, you know, burning this, but I don't believe in it, to be honest with you. A lot of people who will tell you that things will get better with burning are... I don't know. I don't think that's really a thing, to be honest with you. If you get them out of the box and they sound crap, they're going to sound crap for the entirety of their active life. I don't think that you can hammer a set of speakers with certain frequencies and get them to sound significantly better. If anything, most people are probably hammering them and making their stuff sound worse. But yeah, just check them all, same levels, pretty solid. If I could get them to play the same file on the same device all at the same time, that'd be a lot fairer. But because there's a bit of a gap between me kind of moving between device, like literally like a couple seconds, it is a tad awkward. But they're good enough, honestly, good enough. I'm probably going to have to grab a few more spare pairs when I get the opportunity to. I don't know if I'll buy another pair of these, but I'll definitely be buying more of these. And I'm actually, you know, I'm warming up to this whole black aesthetic too, because initially I really liked the gold and black of the Raster edition Marleys. But I do like the darker colour of the just plain blacks along with the XLs. I'm going to keep on using these though for a while. Do you want to know mainly why? Because I don't like this band. I don't like this headband at all. I much prefer this, which has got a USB-C port on it, so I only have to carry around one cable to charge. Although I'm not entirely sure I'd want to plug these into my phone charger. But we'll see. I just worry about USB-C and handshakes. Because I've got this funny feeling like if I plug something in too high end and it doesn't do a handshake right, I'm just going to blow a pair of headphones. And I don't think Marley will be too happy with that. Because they don't give you a USB-C to C cable. They give you an A to C cable. And I don't know. Doesn't relate to anything. Well, it does actually. Several cleaning. I think his latest concoction. We ain't gonna be getting through customs with that anytime soon. I mean, I swear, if that thing gets any more evil looking, I'll probably eat the foot through the bottle and kill us all. I mean, look at that. What the hell? All these colours. It looks like one of those ice creams. I ain't gonna shake it. That is chemical warfare right there. My phone charger doesn't seem to have made them explode. Not yet. We shall see. It should be alright, hopefully. Assuming you know everything's within spec. Because I charge... Well, I'm now charging these with them. I charge this with it. I charge these with them, and these are the power banks that I can run a Nintendo Switch off of, and my Anchor speaker here also runs off of that charger. Hopefully as well, because they say that's got quick charge on it, they should charge quickly, because I don't know, it'd be nice to just have a cable or a couple of USB-C cables in my bag, and just, so I'm getting tired of, you know, A to C's and stuff like that. Then again, my current laptop only has A's, and I mean my capture card here, that's a USB-C, A to C. So it's not gonna, it wouldn't kill me to run A to C's, but it's just annoying. I'm quite liking these at this point. I'm quite liking them. They're alright. They are alright. First impressions were a bit meh, but an entire afternoon of listening to music and things like that, they're alright. They're fine. I'm still a bit on the price though. The camera app is updated.
Has it?
Apparently, yeah. Like, it's literally within the last, however long it's been between the last clip that I've recorded and now, the camera app has changed. I'm like, huh? The stuff's different. Day's done. Really random day, to be fair. It's been kind of fun. Inky and I have just been playing as Big Kim in Sims 4 because we needed to do a stream, and just the day got kind of, you know, deep fried. Really burnt. Oh, and Carrot has finally released his wanky walk from the other day. We don't know if it's on anything other than Instagram or if it's just a trailer.
It's on YouTube.
But
The trailer at the moment.
he's yeah. Good job. Good fucking job. What are you watching, Nikki?
Fruits Basket.
Oh yeah, it's the new one, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's the new one. Turns out that I first watched Fruits Basket years and years and years and years ago. I knew this looked weird. I was like, I don't remember the Fruits Basket being in 16:9 in widescreen. When I watched Fruits Basket, it was 4:3 because it was fucking moons ago. Yeah, 2001, and now they've got a 2019 version. No idea why they've decided to remaster it, but good on them, I guess. It's an alright anime. I quite enjoyed it back in the day. Used to walk around with a bracelet from it. Anyway, gonna head off.
Oh god, yeah, I can look at that.
Yes. Yes, you can. But now it's time for bed. Random ending. Hope you well. See you all with a bit of luck tomorrow, assuming this is even recording, because now I don't bloody know.